My dear beloved students, third graders, how's it going today? I hope you're doing well. In a very quick video guys, here we're gonna start unit 5, which is talking all about water. Before we start this lesson guys, I want you to try to guess this question. How much water does the human body contain? Does anyone know the answer? Well, if you don't know, here it comes. So the average body or the average human body contains about 60% of his body just water. And also vary from person to another. So they're talking about a percentage of 45% to 75% in human being's body. Water is very important guys, and doctors say that every human being should drink about 3 liters of water every day. 3 liters of water every day. So let's go over the key vocabulary we're going to find in the reading part in this lesson. So I want you please to repeat right after me. Look at the picture and repeat right after me. Sorry about the noise in the background here. Alright, so oasis. One more. Oasis. This is an oasis. One thing I want you to know about this word here guys, that it's a regular noun. Means if I want the plural out of this word, لو أنا عايز الجمع من الكلمة دي عشان هي irregular غير منتظمة، أنا بحول ال I إلى E عشان تبقى oasis. Oasis. Okay, moving on to the next one. Desert. One more. Desert. And one of the most famous deserts in Egypt here is Sinai Desert. Sinai Desert is rich and full of history. Moving on to the next one, I have monuments. Monuments. And monuments, as you can see, they're like old buildings. We call them ancient. And ancient means very old. Moving down to the this word is spring guys. Sorry about this. Spring اللي هو الايه شلال, if I use it as a noun like this. It has also another meaning which is spring season, which is فصل الربيع as well. But here in this lesson we're gonna learn spring as اللي هو الشلال, like some sort of waterfall. Moving down to the next one, we've got river. One more, river. And as we mentioned in previous videos, that the longest river in Africa, and some people say it's in the world as well, that the river Nile, not in Nile, is the longest river in the world. Some people say it's the river Nile, some other people say it's the Amazon. So whichever, you should know that the river Nile is one of the longest rivers in the world. Moving down to the next word, soak. And soak means like wet, mubtal, so like very wet. Next one, we got lake. This is a lake, and lake يعني بحيرة طبعا. And as you can see, palm trees. The L here is silent. Don't forget about that. I don't say palm trees, I say palm trees. And what do we get from palm trees here guys? We get dates اللي هو البا. Alright, so let's move on to the next page here, and we have an important topic to talk about today, which is called سيوة oasis, اللي هي واحد سيوة, واحد من أشهر الواحات الموجودة في مصر. So let's read together. Siwa Oasis is a very interesting place. One more. Siwa Oasis is a very interesting place in the desert. People have lived here for thousands of years. One more. People have lived here for thousands of years. The desert is hot and dry. One more. The desert is hot and dry. Dry طبعا معناها جاف, وعكسها كلمة wet. But in an oasis, one more. But in an oasis, but if you speak a bit faster, you just say in an oasis, there is water. People can grow, الناس ممكن إنها تزرع trees and plants, أشجار ونباتات, and look after animals, وكمان ياخدوا بالهم من some animals. I have visited Siwa Oasis with my family. One more. I've visited. Of course, I apostrophe VE that stands for I have. And this is our grammar lesson in this unit, guys, how to talk about present perfect tense. So this is how native speakers pronounce it. I visited Siwa Oasis with my family. We ate lots of fruit. We ate lots of fruit. I want you to notice here that I do something called linking in Egypt. Linking in English. Linking means like if I have a word like have, the last sound of it is the, and visited, the first sound of it is v. So I do the linking part, like I just pronounce them as just one letter. I've visited. The same story happened here, guys, like lots of fruit, lots of fruit, lots of fruit. We saw some monuments and we swam in the spring. And the spring is natural water comes from the underground. Okay, so I have some questions over here you can consider as a quiz. So what I want you to do, I want you to read this one more time and answer the questions down below. All right, so let's see actually and discover what kind of plants can we see at an oasis. Well, there are many different plants and trees at an oasis. They make the oasis a special place. The desert is hot, and the trees and plants give people food, medicine, and shade. Medicine, الدواء, shade, الظل. Farmers grow tall date palm trees. One more. Farmers grow tall date palm trees. They can sell dates in Egypt and all over the world. We can cook with the dates or eat them whole. يعني احنا ممكن نطبخ الديتس دي اللي هو البلح زي ما قلنا قبل كده or eat them whole أو ممكن ناكلهم زي ما هم. People also use the leaves of date palm trees to make baskets. كمان الناس بتستخدم leaves اللي هي أوراق النخيل دي عشان تعمل baskets. Moving over to the next plant over here, and what we can see in the picture, we can see olive trees اللي هو أشجار الزيتون. Okay, so what about olive trees here? Well, olive trees grow here as well in the oasis. People eat olives. الناس بتاكل زيتون. Cook with olives. وبتطبخ بالأوليفز كمان and make olive oil. Olive oil ده زيت الزيتون واحد من أشهر الزيوت. Olives are very good for you. الزيتون مهم جدا بالنسبة لك. The wood from the olive tree is hard. الخشب بتاع شجرة الزيتون جامد جدا. We can make useful things from it. احنا ممكن نعمل منه حاجات مفيدة. Useful يعني مفيد. Such as bowls and spoons. زي البولات وسبونز اللي هي المعالق. And one of the most famous trees, guys, you can see in the desert as well is called acacia trees. Acacia trees, these trees, they have really long roots and they get water from the underground, and they grow just in the desert because they have the ability to live in such a hot and dry climate. Acacia trees are old and very special. Yes, they are very special. They provide shelter for people. Shelter يعني مأوى. يعني هم بيمدوا الناس بمأوى and animals as well. They protect the oasis from the sandstorm. كمان هم ليهم يعني سبحان الله فايدة ان هم بيحموا الاوasis دي برضو from sandstorms اللي هي العواصف الرملية. Okay, so how does it provide a shelter for people? In fact, they provide the people with shade اللي هو الظل. All right. One of the trees you can see in the oasis as well is called tamarisk tree. They also protect oasis from sandstorms. برضو بيحموا الاوasis من sandstorms اللي هي العواصف الرملية. They are smaller than acacia, أصغر من acacia trees, and they have pretty pink flowers. وكمان pink flowers دي زي ما انت شايف كده اللي هي الورود البينك. Moving down here, so people can grow spearmint in an oasis اللي هو النعناع. Oh, and let me tell you guys, they make really tasty cup of tea there in the oasis. I've been to many oases in Egypt, so I can tell you that. This is a herb. Herb اللي هو عشب. It can be a medicine. ممكن إنها تكون زي دواء. Or you can put it in food or drink. وكمان ممكن تحطها في الأكل or drink. وطبعا أشهر الحاجات دي اللي هو tea with mint أو شاي بالنعناع. Moving down to the last picture here, we have the basil. And basil is another herb ده نوع برضو من انواع الاعشاب. It's very good for you. It has lots of vitamins and minerals. في معادن كتير جدا وفيتامينات كمان. And you can make medicine from it. وكمان تقدر انك تعمل منه medicine او الدواء زي ما احنا قلنا. It's delicious food too. وكمان في بعض الناس بتاكلها بعسل ده اللي هو الريحان. So that will be our lesson today, guys. I hope I was able to make it quite easy for you to read and understand, and also learn something about your country and about your desert. It's very important to learn about this information, guys. And if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know down in the comment section below. Thanks very much for your time, and I'll see you next video.
Be strong. Thank you.